coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep Show.
It's for your own good.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? I took you off the fucking hop!
Fighting for the powers of evil, because good is dumb. This is Going Deep Show time, everybody. Hi, I'm happy, I'm healthy somewhat. Sound a little nasally. Mr. Kleen's here with me. It's going down, my man. Oh, yeah.
Get the drink.
No shit. It's me. You know how many times I owe that thing a drink? Here we are in Heaterland. We're still wrapping up our winter seasons of episodes here. We only have 3 more live dates I want to tell everybody about. It's next week, man. That's it. It's the last of the 3 live winter season. We're into the spring, dude. It's coming up.
I know.
It's coming
great.
fast and fucking furious. Clean.
Crazy.
You want to tell people where we can go to see our stuff? You can. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while.
You can go to GDS.com.
Head to GDS for sure, man. That's the place to watch us.
8 hole. That's the number 8 HOL.com.
That's a kind of their fake radio station. Do you know I do that because I wanted it to be like call letters for the fucking radio?
Right, exactly.
I love that.
And you can watch us on YouTube also.
Yeah.
Temporarily, probably.
Well, you can watch you. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Man.
Well, you can the live shows at least.
So you
for
can
a day or two.
The most recent live videos will be there on YouTube, just as like a little teasy weezy. But the plan of attack with that is to kind of put everything into our awesome VIP area, which is just where everything is residing these days. Everything is kind of hidden in this little walled-off garden.
And I really like the name that you came up with.
I think we came up with it.
We both kind of came up with like different names for things, but it was it was a good name. We made a good choice.
I always like to give credit, man, and I can't say I've thought of all these ideas. I mean, everything. I was watching a video the other day on YouTube or something. It was like nothing is new. Everything is just a remix of everything.
Repurposed,
Yeah. So. With that in mind, I wanted to. I sound so fucking nasally stuffed up.
I know.
You have to forgive me.
You go from hot to cold, hot to cold. You can't.
You have to forgive my nose things. I have issues here. I hung out with Endo yesterday a little bit, and we did some not really socializing, but we actually went and had an appetizer at a local place that we like to go to, and it was kind of strange being out. It was weird. It was like sensory overload to kind of go outside and see.
It really was.
Be around people.
Cooch and I took the kids out to eat.
The kids is like the kids. No. You took the titties and you took the kids. Isn't that what you call her boobs?
Those are the twins.
Oh, the twins. I'm sorry, not the kids.
We took our kids. There you go, or the kids.
Yeah.
Out to eat, and we went to this little Italian joint in Frankenmuth. I really like. We both like it. And
don't say the name. They don't. They owe us money if we say the name.
I won't. But they have good food, the reasonable prices, and I had the all-you-can-eat cod. It was.
I almost thought you were gonna say cock. All-you-can-eat cock. It's the all-you-can-eat cock. Only at Zender's.
Wait. Is that the jumbo cock or is that the mini cock?
It's the shrimp. It's shrimp.
The shrimp
cocktail.
Oh, You get a little tail at the end, huh?
Let's talk about what's on tap here since we're doing sponsorships.
Oh, if you want to sponsor us, Miller High Life, and we can say whatever we want, and we'll promote the hell out of your beer. That's what we're drinking. I'm drinking today, at least. Miller High Life. The champagne of beers. Actually, the J. Macca beers, as you call it.
I call it the J. Macca beers. We're going to be featuring something very special coming up next week at this time. It's around midweek next week, midweek shows. We have a buddy of ours who's going to be coming back and spending a little bit of time with us, who we haven't seen in a while. Don't use his real name. He's got a different nickname. He's covert. He's a covert operator. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be out in the public. Sometimes you.
And here's a little hint for you, longtime listeners like Sawyer and Raduza or whoever is listening right now. He was the only recipient. Did I say that right?
Recipient.
Recipient.
What the fuck is a recipient?
I know. I'm adding extra stuff to it, but he got
letters.
The first. Yeah, I know. Letters. They're called letters. The first person to receive the Paralyzer's package, the first and only Paralyzed package when I cleaned out my basement.
So here's what I'm thinking now. Okay, we have to redo the Paralyzers. There has to be another Paralyzer.
Oh, I'm gonna do the Paralyzer's package for him, but I'll do a good one. I'll do a valid, good Paralyzer's package.
Your Kleen's going to do Paralyzer's package. Did you hear that, everybody
Yes.
on the internet? Yes, Paralyzer and his package is going to be done by Mr. Kleen.
Yes.
All right, time to dive into today's topics on the show. We tend to, I get wrapped up sometimes in gathering content. And I was having this conversation with Endo the other day about it. When you constantly have this like consume mentality, it's hard to go back and talk about the things that you really want to get to. So this morning I woke up and I said, okay, I'm not going to talk about anything that's been in that show list. And I have a couple of things that have come up. The time that we're in right now, every app is trying to jockey for eyes and ears, you know. And and podcasting is a big deal. Everybody is finally on board after 15, 16, 17 years of this shit going on. You know, Apple put the fucking podcast app in the phones in 2005.
Yes.
Okay, I mean I think it was 5, yeah. Was it, or was it 7? I can't remember. Either way, it was back in the O's. It was in the O's.
Wait, did they have the smartphone? Yeah, they had the smartphones back in 05.
Okay,
but
so
they had the iPods first.
So there are apps right now that are everybody has a voice. Everybody has things that they want to talk about. Everybody has a podcast. So there are apps like this Clubhouse app that I've heard of and I've seen for a couple of minutes. Everything I've read about this Clubhouse app is it's like if LinkedIn started vomiting audio out of it. That's what I've heard it's like. And then there is an app that Shoninzo has been using, our porn aficionado Shoninzo, that is it's called Stereo.
Stereo.
And I've been messing around inside of the Stereo app. But the thing that constantly I'm in this battle of is any app that's either too straight-laced business-like versus an app that is kind of like too cartoony, too like avatar-y, bitmoji shit. I have these like very mixed feelings about it. But this Stereo app is interesting to me because what I've noticed is there's a lot of interesting people in there yammering on. You'll find some stuff that's going on that sounds like us. Today I was listening to some shit. This dude was talking about how many inches of dick a chick was taking. And I'm like, okay, all right.
That sounds like our kind of character.
That sounds like this is where we want. He was talking about, okay, what's the average amount, what do they call it now?
Average depth.
How many times a bitch has had a dick? What's the list that these fucking bitches have? Or how many
times
she's been hollowed out by a big old dong?
Roto-rootered.
Right. Roto-Rooter, I like that one. I'm sure it's another sponsor, Roto-Rooter.
There you
when
go.
your bitch wants to get tore up from the floor up, you just fucking rip her out with
When you
a fucking Roto-Rooter.
When you gotta go deep, you can get Roto-Rooter.
You fucking hollow that fucking cunt right out. Clean that shit out, man. So there's some brothers in there who are interesting to listen to, but there was an interesting conversation that I had last night about anger, and I think anger is sometimes a good thing to have. We had this story recently, Kleen, where heavy metal music wasn't it the thing to listen to?
It's actually very therapeutic. It lets a lot of your aggression out and actually can make you live 2 years longer, they say, if you listen to it.
So you can't hear anything.
At least 3 times a week.
You're deaf, but you're living still. But you're fucking deaf.
I recommend Master of Puppets. That's one of my favorites.
Again, I thought Kleen was going with Masturbation of Puppets.
Yes. Jeff Dunham, full-blown Masturbation of Puppets.
I want to tease everybody right now with something very, very interesting because I saw, a couple of weeks ago we brought up the topic of chicks with dicks.
Yes.
Kleen, do you remember this? Chicks with dicks.
Yes.
Guess what? It's going to happen today, Kleen.
Oh, we're talking about chicks with dicks?
We're going to show it. We're going to show it live on webcam now.
Oh.
But everybody who's out there cringing, going like, they're going to watch a chick with a dick. Kleen, this is going to be...
It's a midget chick with a dick?
Oh, Kleen, the only way that could be better is if that was a midget chick with a dick. But
I've never seen one of those. That's like the rarest oddity ever. If somebody can send us a midget chick with a dick.
How about an albino midget chick with a dick?
Wow, that would be like a unicorn. That would be like the unicorn.
Okay, so
porn and all.
I need to put this up on the big screen here in the studio. I got to apologize to everybody out there. I'm a little behind. You can see I look a little disheveled this morning. I went to bed at a really good time. I slept a decent amount, but I woke up. I have 3 alarms set up. My last alarm is at like 7:15. It's like, boo, boo, boo. you have 15 minutes to get into the studio. And I was up way before that, but I'm in there making poops in my pants, and then I had to.
I actually feel pretty well. I actually slept 15 hours.
Actually, he actually does.
I know.
Actually, it's actually amazing.
I slept 15 hours in the last 3 days, so that's pretty impressive for me.
All right, Kleen. Now I got to tell you this right now. I know that in the past I brought this subject matter up. It's funny because Don Tang has just texted me this morning with some inappropriate Reddits that I should look into, because he's still good like that. He'll throw me some content every once in a while. Here's some fucked up shit you just talk about on the show. So today's porn review, Kleen, is very interesting to me because it involves a couple of things that have been tabooed, at least in our old man brains, to not want to see. The first of which is anime.
Anime porn?
Anime, but it's so good now. These 3D manga anime deals these Japanese Wakanese people have created are so amazing to me now that I've seen this. Kleen, I'm done. I'm going to tell you. You got something to say? You say it.
Yeah,
you say it right now.
I did watch one anime I enjoyed. It was called Ghost in the Shell. It was a long, long time ago. I don't know. You probably heard of it. It was really popular. It was actually pretty good. And I watched one called...
Actually, it was. Actually. Where's my ding? See, Kleen has my cord. I can't play my ding sound effects for his thing. Today's episode brought to you by the word actually. Actually.
It's we're going to come out with a new fragrance called Actually.
Actually. What about non-actually? Is that
non-actually?
Okay, so I'm going to pull this clip up here, Kleen. I'm going to tell you this.
How about Tipply?
Tipply, actually.
Tipply, actually.
X-Hamster. It makes you agree to this thing that you're old enough, but you just click the arrow and then you could just skate right past it. Okay, so here you go, Kleen. Everybody, this is a ridiculous porno, and we talked about going by only the thumbnails. Now, Kleen, describe the thumbnail that you're looking at right now.
Well, we're probably looking at about 18 to a 20-inch cock blowing a load on this tight little blonde. Right from her, we pulled it out from her twat, and fucking, it looks like it's gonna hit her right eye. He's just fucking jetting it.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay.
Covering her tits.
No, I'm gonna listen. We're watching this ad that they pre-run on this thing for jerkmate.com. Now, this is the one.
That black chick's got a beautiful ass.
Right. This is the one that we were talking about a couple weeks ago, where that stupid ad runs in front with that big fat, so fucking, it looks like fat bastard from Austin Powers is the spokesperson of this.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, there she is. Look at me. Oh, God, there's nothing worse than that. Then you watch the hot chicks come through. Okay, there you go.
That's nice.
All right, now we can skip this one. But as soon as you skip it, you want to see this black chick do her thing. So you're like, yeah, all right, there we go.
She's the one with the nice ass.
Okay, so here we go. We're into this thing. I'm going to fast forward a bit because there's a little bit of talking here that doesn't really matter. It's a lesbo trying to figure out what this girl is going to be able to do to her. Okay, so I zipped forward too fast. I want you to see at least the titties on this thing before you you dove in. Now, Kleen, I'm telling you, you are going to be into this because it mixes all of the best worlds. Look at the size of these titties on this chick.
I know, but she's got a huge cock, probably, right?
She's got a huge cock. I get that. But like I was saying before, as you're watching porn...
How about if I focus on this blonde chick then? She's probably not... I'm guessing she's not the one with the huge cock.
Be my first.
Okay, so this girl, she's being lesbo.
What?
She's
Here?
tied up.
So they're in this big, huge room.
It's like a Victorian design.
It's echoing. You know, listen to this chick.
I nearly choked when you forced me to blow you. And now
I nearly choked when you forced me to blow it. Now, this is two girls talking to each other.
I know.
Now, this, I'm saying, is the source, or this is the upcoming future source of confusion with people's gender. Okay? There's a reason I'm bringing this up. Because everybody's got to have their gender thing now. This is the most confusing thing ever because I'm watching this video and it's all animated. It's 3D. It's like Buzz Lightyear. Okay, it's not real. It's not real people.
You know,
but the way they reference each other is like it's confusing to fucking me.
You know, okay, you're gonna slam me for this, but if you had to be gay, it was your life was
had to be.
Someone was like holding a gun to your head, said you had to
pull the trigger.
I would, if you had to fuck,
pull the fucking trigger.
If you had to fuck a dude trans, or that would be the better choice. At least you could focus on the titties.
Well, see, this is what intern Don Tang would say years ago. Because when you watch any pornography, if you think about it, straight guys focus on seeing pussy, ass, titties, face.
Right, you could just do her from behind.
Okay,
and you
but
would, hopefully you don't see the dong.
You forget how many times you have actually seen a dick in porn. How many cocks you've seen in porn?
Millions.
Fucking hundreds of thousands of times you've seen this. Now, it doesn't count, but the thing is, you've seen way more fucking ass and titties because you'll go to a lesbian gallery, lesbian video, and watch two lesbians go at it. So, this video is intriguing as all hell because it's so well done. But I'm gonna keep playing it here, otherwise we're gonna run out of time. This video is gonna occupy a whole fucking time.
Favor?
Okay.
Forced you? You kidding, right? You basically raped me.
Okay, so this chick's trying to convince her into having sex with her for the first time because she's never been with a girl, is what she's saying. I have never been with a girl. But then there's never a reference to the fact that this girl is packing a fucking sausage the size of a 14 football slam together.
Oh, that's the one that's got the... Okay, yeah.
So here, so watch this. So let me.
Come on, really?
So I'm gonna zip forward here. Okay, so they're getting into it now. Here we go. So the scene starts.
Close and lie down here. I'll take care of everything, okay? Just relax.
This is
Just
as I'm watching this. This is one of those moments where I'm like, okay, I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? This is something I've never seen before, and that's what I'm always looking for as an artist, as a visual person. I'm like, I want to see some shit I've never seen before. Okay, so look at this fucking shit.
That is a weird. That is a weird angle and.
But the size of the titties on this chick. See, this should be the lesson right now in if you're gay or if you're not gay. Okay,
Right.
Because
You're either looking at the chicks or your tits or the cock.
right. So as I'm watching this, you have a blonde, curvy, very realistic female figure hovering over this other girl with huge tits that are anti-gravitational. But at the same time, the chick who's laying down has this fucking dick.
Probably 9-inch limp sausage.
It's fucking ginormous. And again, it's a bunch of little Japanese guys that are making these videos, okay? So what are these little teeny weeny Japaneses going to make? They're going to make something they don't got.
The big sausage.
They're like, let's make a huge, big old dick. You know, so they're making these Wong Dong, Super Chong, King Kong Dong Dongs. And
It's
so
the Godzilla of cocks.
So here we go. So as you're watching this clean, there's nothing wrong with what you're seeing here, am I right?
Right there, that view is perfect.
Right.
Just tits and two chicks with amazing tits making out.
So this is an amazing video, Kleen, but again, what you can tell what they're doing here is a confusing thing because how many hermaphrodites, first of all, are there in the world? Are there any there's got to be a statistic on how many hermaphros there are.
I would guess it's like 4% or less. I can look it up if you want to.
No, if Zeldor's out there today, Zeldor, get on that. How many hermaphrodites are there on the planet Earth?
I'm going to guess 4% of the population is
okay, so I'm going to continue this. We're going to turn this music down. So far, I'm liking everything about this because here's why, Kleen. You associate yourself with what that girl is packing down under.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're like, okay, she's sucking on my chest, but I don't have tits.
Well, there's not even that. It's like, okay, two chicks fucking licking each other's titties is a very hot situation. This
and she's got something fucking almost touching her kneecap as her knees.
This dick is so huge, and then this combines everything that I love about when I watch any porn is the girl's face as they see the dick. That's my favorite thing. So like the slow-mo of the face, and she's like, "Oh my god, look at that!" Am I right, Kleen? This is the reveal.
Well, hell, that's fucking impressive. Most impressive.
Right. So. Then here's what you got. Okay, so you got of course, she's sticking her face. This girl doesn't even need to move. She's got a titty hanging in the one girl's face. The dick is so big that she can just lean down
from her
and start going at it.
She is reaching from her crotch. She's arched up a little bit, but she's reaching crotch to titties. It's impressive.
So, Kleen, as you're watching this, have you ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying, man. This is amazing. So. I'm going to zip forward just a little bit because as one thing about animation and about the fake unreal world of this, which is where we're all heading, guys, virtual reality. They're going to take our brains out. They're going to put them into the microchips and they're going to put us in other bodies, robotic virtual reality, VR, AR, SR, ASMR, all these things. This is the future. This is the future. You've seen it with the filters that they have on these phones now where You look at it and it's got the filters and it makes you look all pretty and shit. This is the future right here. Big old fucking dick. So what they're capable of doing here with the big old dong dong.
You can have a filter with a huge cock.
No, this is the deepest deep throat I've ever seen in my fucking life. Okay, so
Takes
here.
to the rut.
Yeah, watch this shit. And then I'm going to let her describe what she's doing with it. Here, let's see. Okay. Here we go. She's deep. She's going to start to deep throat. She says something about it. I'm at the right spot here. This thing's fucking long.
And it's pretty thick, too, for how long it is.
It's insanity. So let me fast forward. Jesus Christ. Come on, start. There's like dialogue and shit.
As I was deep
Oh, wow.
I
She's probably
completely
taking-
lost sense
Clean.
of time.
You know the part where I said I wanted to hear what the fuck she's saying? That means I don't want to hear what you're fucking saying. Perfect. This is so perfect, everybody.
As I was deep-throating Sayako, I completely lost sense of time. All I could do was focus on taking as much of her hard, throbbing cock as I could. You wouldn't believe how wet I was. And you know what? It even felt like Sayako's cock was getting bigger by the second. She must have been feeling the same thrill I was, because all of a sudden, she grabbed my head and pulled me deep onto her cock. I was so excited. I came as soon as her balls touched my face.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's so clean.
I was like shocked. That's why I couldn't keep quiet. I was like,
Clean. I
she's
know.
probably
I know.
swallowed 15 inches of cock.
You saw like a little butterfly and you started chasing it.
I was like, what the fuck?
So-
That's pretty impressive.
All right, so that, like, seriously, this is within 7 minutes of getting into this video. This video is like a 40-minute long video. I did not watch the whole thing because I did not want to come that much. Okay? So I have to tip my cap to Don Tang with his theory on the chick with the dick part of this thing.
Oh.
But what I also want to say is this is something that it's this animation, this anime thing, Kleen. What is your take on this?
I don't know. It can be kind of sexy a little bit.
Do you
Not
want to
the-
see?
I don't want to see the dick, but I want to see the two hot chicks.
Kleen, I think it's more gay that you don't want to see the dick.
Yeah, really?
Because that means you have like some like you have your own dick. You've seen a dick a million times.
Yeah,
I'm pretty damn comfortable with my sexuality. I don't give a fuck if I see a
don't
fucking
care.
dick.
But I want to see two chicks.
I think
go
you're
at it. I kinda
concerned.
like that.
I think you're concerned that you may be turned on more by the dick.
No.
I don't know, man. You've been accused on YouTube of having some homo tendencies, man.
Oh, really?
Yes. You've heard this, right? Okay, so I want to zip forward to the end of this.
That's kind of funny.
What is it? We have 5 minutes left here of this program, and this has been all about this porn movie. But this is a great thing here because I'm going to fast forward to the last part of this that I saw. Okay, so what do you think could be the greatest moment of this entire video? At least to this point that I've watched it.
Well, obviously the facial or the explosion that you showed earlier.
No, what it is when the blonde chick tries to convince the chick with the huge dick to blow herself, and they suck her own dick together.
Your cock still on my tongue. How do you taste?
Okay, so wait a minute. The hottest part is when these two start going at the same thing right between them. See? Because you associate with the thing that what they're doing.
Right.
And these are pretty hot chicks,
Still
man.
don't know how I feel about doing this.
Okay, so here we go. Watch this.
Well-
She's like, I don't know if I had a dick that big, dude, you couldn't keep my mouth out there. Listen, if you masturbate and that's serious, that's fucking huge.
That's because you're here.
You'd have to have 4 or 5 hands for
I
that.
hope so. Wait,
Anyway, what do you think of this, Kleen? We're just gonna leave this playing here and try to concentrate on the rest of the show here, Kleen. You able to do that?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I'm just waiting for the double lick.
Today's episode of the program is brought to you by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If you would like to find God after watching a girl with a huge dick blow herself with her friend, make sure you go to church to get forgiven because you're going to fucking need it. Oh, by the way, it's a cartoon. It's out on Saturday mornings after Barney.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right after Caillou.
Yeah, right after Kayak. So, Kleen, there you go. What do you think about today's porn review, everybody?
That is definitely twisted.
I'm going to give you a link on the Fallen. This is going to go on the Fallen website. This is going to go in what section, Mr. Kleen? WTF.
Yes, it would
It's going to
definitely
go
go
on,
under WTF.
It's going to go in the what the fuck section of the Fallen.
Oh,
so.
look at she's blowing herself while the other chick's licking her balls.
I like how it's referring to the him and her still. So I had a whole nother angle on this, but again, this goes back to like confusion when it comes to sexual and gender orientation type shit. I think because There's not a lot of hot hermaphrodites with huge titties.
Right, with 18,
With
18
cocks, man.
Yeah.
It's just, what are you going to do?
That might even be longer than 18
There's only so
inches.
much you can do when it comes to that.
Sayako lose it as she went down on herself got me so excited.
She's going to
Not
suck her
much
own cum.
Extremely wet. She inspired me to take action, but
Tongue jacked
I
her
needed
shit
to
box.
prepare for it. So I pulled her cock away from her mouth, and before she could protest, took it into mine as deep as I could. She was so caught up in her pleasure that she had no idea what I was about to do. When I finished sucking Sayako off, I knew what I had to do next.
Finger in the butt.
Pulled
Finger in the
away,
butt. Finger in the butt.
saliva and pre-cum trailing from my chin, and pushed her
This is the greatest thing ever. I love when
pressed against her so that
you
her
know,
balls were.
every once in a while we'll get some feedback.
It felt so good. I'll be honest. I've always imagined what it would be like to fuck Sayako. Like,
Is she gonna stick her own dick in her ass?
She's doing the Chinese thing I saw.
inside her throat and filling her with my sticky cum. It could never happen, but a girl can dream. And this was the closest.
Okay, we got to wrap this. We only have like 2 minutes left of this show, and I wanted to get to a point with this. Again, this is a the technology is getting insanely amazing now. All they need to do is add on to this is some type of deep fake, choose your celebrity fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So this. What was that game that Zelda was talking about? A couple of months or so ago.
Shadowrun, or not Shadowrun, but Cyberpunk,
where you can choose the size of your dong. You can choose all these sexy things.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's
yeah,
funny.
you could. Don't you remember he said you could choose like size and stuff? You could be like big or small or whatever. Who's going to pick the small? The Japanese people or the Chinese people may be picking the small. They're the ones making this amazing, awesome content. So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want to find what we were just watching, go to X Hamster and look for Girlfriends Forever. Okay. That is the video to watch. It is insane. If you want to see something you probably have not seen, and if you're into this kind of thing out there in the world, and you please reach out to us because we really want to talk to you about some other things that you've discovered on the internet here. And we've been trying to be more providing of cool services and things for people recently. I get criticized sometimes. Glad you're ranting too much about shit, and I'm like, okay, all right. We'll stop it. Stop making fun of the transgenders and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, well, fine. We won't make fun of them. We'll feature them very highly in a porno with a chick with big tits and a dick. Right? It's the kind of shit we like to do here on the goddamn podcast. Right, Kleen?
Apparently.
Don't you think? Well, hey, come on.
It's our first time. Be gentle. It's our first time.
To be honest with you, Kleen, I'm shocked that they've never seen something like that before.
No.
You obviously are not surfing as much porn as I predicted you or thought you would be surfing. You must have your go-tos. You go to those old ladies from the 90s and shit, and that's what you do?
No, actually, I just started that recently because we started talking about 90s porn, but it's been a long time since I did 90s porn.
So, this person here, I'll tell you this right now, there's never been a human being, or a fake human being, cyber human being, that's done more Kegels than that fucking chick, because did you see the way the controls and all this stuff is going on? What I'm very curious about, though, how are they animating it? Can you imagine being in this like planning meeting? I mean, that's a 40-minute long video.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So, and that's not one person. That's not one pervy little fucking kid in the room making this shit, you know? This is why I'm a big fan of cartoons, because it's just a bunch of adults making some fucked up shit. If you go back, there's a lot of...
Let's make this fucked up as possible.
There's a lot of deviant shit in cartoons, man.
How many hits they got on that? I bet you they got shit.
Let's see
It doesn't
here.
tell, does it?
It may. Let's see what it says here as we wrap up. Kleen, listen, you can do final words on me.
Yeah, as usual, cleaning up is dirty, and that video was definitely dirty.
It's only seen 127,000 views, which is not very many.
No.
It's got a 99% thumbs up, though. Thumbs right up the ass. 99% thumbs up the ass.
Oh, look at that chick right below. If you scan down a little bit, she's milking them. Milking them through the table.
Actually, she's milking them. This is Going Deep show. We went really deep on that one, guys. We went back to our roots and we did a little porn review, which we like to do from time to time. We send you on a wild goose chase. Look for Girlfriends Forever at xhamster.com. You're going to find some fun, ridiculously crazy shit to see there, okay? If you want to reach us here on our show, make sure you do that by sending us an email at studio@goindeepshow. You can also call and tell us how fucking sick and twisted we are by describing that and letting those girls say dirty things. by calling 989-331-0543. That's the number to call and yell at us for being bad boys. We'll see you guys soon. Chill to the next one.